Hello, I'm Chris, this is Gross Models, and this is stage 28 of building the Ecto-1, the Ghostbusters car. You'll know it. Right, this time we're starting on the exhaust pipe. This is the first of two sides. So basically this and the next episode are going to be very, very similar, but mirrored parts, mirror opposite. So we've got plastic exhaust pipes and like the muffler system, and I don't know what that bit is, but I'm sure it's very, very important. So first of all, we're going to be installing these into there. I think that's the right way around. That's going to go on the top there, and an IP screw will be holding that in place. That one is going to go on the other side that way up, and an IP screw will be holding that in place. Then that's going to go over the top, and two IP screws will hold that in place. And then this is going to be attached to a thing as well. But we'll do that in a moment. Let's do this first. We need IP screws, which are the ones that are in a bag with IP written on them. That will be these ones here. Let's move those off to one side briefly. So we need 1, 2, 3, 4 for now. Is that 4? That looks like 4 to me. There we go. So let's get these attached. Get one over here. This is obviously all the left side because of all the L that's appearing on all of the parts. It's a very long car, so it needs a very long exhaust pipe by the looks of it. I think that's the way these things work. There's the engines at the front, the exhaust comes out the back, and you need a thing to get them between the two. So that will go in there. Get that tightened up before we put the cover over the top of it. Way looking at the picture, that looks like it's the same way round. That will go over the top, and these two screws will hold them together. I assume this is going to be the side that you don't see. Not that you're going to see any of it anyway, because it's underneath the car, and the car is very, very heavy. So I don't think anyone's just going to be wandering around and picking it up and having a look at the underside anyway. But if they do, then I'm sure that they'll see a nice sort of shiny side rather than the side with the big screw holes in it and stuff. So that's going there. Then it looks like that's being attached to there. Is that the way that works? It looks like that, and that joined together to make it even long. Look at the size of it. Look at the length of that. Right, I need an HP screw for those. That'll be the ones with H and P written on. There's only 2 in the packet, so one will be used now and one will be kept for spare. So we'll get that through there. And attaching that from the same side, so the nice shiny bit is obviously on the other side all the time. So yeah, there we have it. Only just fits on the bench. How am I going to manage everything else? We'll find out in a moment. I'm going to clear the bench of this, get the actual chassis over here, and then we'll see about installing that and a couple of the other little bits. Right, slightly wider camera angle because of, well, you can guess why it might be. There's another bit there. I don't know what that bit's for, but we'll figure it out in a moment. Right, first of all, we're fitting the little tube connector piece in here somewhere. It goes onto the end of that. Just like that. Sort of like that. Is that there? That looks like it might be there. It is fitted with an AP screw. Let's get one of those out of there. Go. AP screw, which will go down through top of there. If I can get it right. Through there and into there, if I've got that lined up just about right, which it feels like I might just have. There we go. I'll tighten that up in a little while. First of all, I want to make sure this goes on where it should. So that's going to fit onto there. A bit like that, but a bit tighter. Not going on there right. Why is that not going on there right? it just takes a little wobbling. So that's about there. I've got several attaching points for this. One there, a couple down there. A few of those do attach from the other side, and obviously I need to turn it over to do that, but that's not as easily said as done. So what I'm actually going to do is not fit in the two screws, the CP and IP screws that will hold this in place. One around here somewhere, right on the end there, about there by the looks of it. No, it's next to, oh, it's from the other side, that's why I can't see the bits that widen out. It must be up here somewhere and down there somewhere. I'll do those on the other side when I turn it over, but I can fit these brackets first. Are they the same? They are not. They are opposite. Oh no, they are the same if you get them the right way. No, they're not. They do go in opposite directions. So let's have a look. One of them, which looks like that one, is going to go about here. Goes over there. One peg and one screw. And the screw is going to be a GM screw, as is the other one. So I'll get 2 GM screws out of here initially. Look at that. We'll go just through here. Pretty easy. Yeah, there we go. The other GM screw will hold the other bracket in, which is just the other side here as well. So that's pretty easy. Peg through one of those holes, screw through the other one, and that will hold that in place. So far so good. Now as I've got that there, that will hold most of this in place, and the other end is held in place with screws in a moment. That bit we're not using yet, so I shall move that over to one side. This bit we are, and we're fitting that about there. There we go. There's again peg and one screw hole, and that is going over there. Actually 2 screw holes, one on the end and one on this end. So this end is a BM, the other side is an EM. An EM is the one I found first, so let's put that all the way through there, and then BM for this end that I can't actually see from here, but you can see it just about. It's just about there. Look, about there. Does that feel like that's going into a hole? It does. So far so good. Right. So that is that. I'll get these all tightened up, then I'll turn it over and do the bits on the other side that I can't get to at the moment, which we'll be using, what have we got there? An IP and a CP, which are the ones that I've got left over. That's convenient. So yeah, that's that. I'll get all of these tightened up before I turn it over, because there's no point in coming back to this. I'll turn it over and come back and film putting them in, because once it's turned over, it's a little bit easier to deal with. Okay, so I've got an IP screw to go through here, where this hole there lines up to the exhaust on the other side. That's that. And the last screw is a CP one, which you can just about see needs to go through here, going through that big muffler. That would be on the other end. I don't know what part that is. Oh, it is a muffler. Yeah, there we go. So that will go in there, and that will hold in all of that exhaust system. And that is that. So far so good. I'm quite happy with how it's coming together. It's getting very big, but that's the way of the thing. It was always going to be a big thing. So that is that. Just checking ahead. Yeah, the instructions for doing that, obviously you've just seen them there. Stage 28, left exhaust pipe. Spot the difference for stage 29. It's the right exhaust pipe. It's going to be exactly the same, but on the other side. And again, we're going to have another extra bit. I don't know. We'll use that at some point soon. So I shall see you very shortly for that. It's the same again, but the other side. And then one more build before I get a new parts. So thanks for watching. See you soon. Bye-bye for now.